90-Day Fiancé, Shekinah clashes with Amani and Daniele in explosive tell-all Part 2. Full recap inside. Emotions ran high in Part 2 of Season 11, Tell-All, as plenty of drama, chaos, and confrontation occurred. 90-Day Fiancé just wrapped up the ongoing season after an explosive reunion of the cast members, and Shekinah Garner found herself right in the middle of it. Things turned dramatic when Amani Daniele and the OG star, Daniele Gates, went after her. Tension escalated quickly, and the other cast members joined the drama, which turned the spotlight on Shekinah. The trailers already hinted at the heated debates and showdowns between the couples. Several couples hinted at the complexities of their dynamics and relationship issues in the first part of the tell-all. However, the second part seems to have turned into a fiery exchange between the cast members. What really happened? How did it escalate? 90-Day Fiancé, Shekinah questions Amani about any sexuality. Amani Daniele opened up about her complex dynamics with Matt and Eni on Tell-All. She admitted that her husband and girlfriend got intimate several times without her. Surprisingly, the 90-Day Fiancé celeb couldn't explore with Eni even once without Matt in bed. Shekinah didn't hesitate to question Amani about her triple relationship. She even questioned Eni's sexuality during the conversation. The TLC star defended herself by saying that being a trans person isn't an insult and that they are beautiful people. Meanwhile, Amani felt she would keep it to herself even if she learns a person is trans. However, Aaliyah slammed the two women and took a stand for trans people and felt Shekinah shouldn't have asked such a thing on stage about a person's sexuality. 90-Day Fiancé, Daniele and Amani clash with Shekinah backstage. Amani and Shekinah already have some bad air between them. The former called the latter rude for replying in one word in texts. Later, she approached Sarper backstage to thank him for asking her real questions and being kind to her. But Shekinah didn't like it and suggested that her husband should be careful around her. Hence, Amani asked Sarper how he even tolerates his wife because she's pretty hard to deal with. Garner quickly stormed out and felt she didn't want to be there. Matt and Amani mocked her for acting like a child and leaving the conversation. Sarper remained silent during all this to avoid further drama. But Shekinah wasn't happy with her husband for not supporting her. However, the 90-Day Fiancé star felt he was just avoiding becoming physically violent on the tell-all. Later, he heard Daniele Gates trash-talking about his wife backstage. Maddie confronted the latter for claiming that she paid for interviews. Hence, he came to support the American native and asked why all of them were ganging up against one woman. Sarper heard the conversation and warned Daniele to steer clear, and called his wife a good woman. Maddie and Stevie also slammed Gates for calling Shekinah a bitch during the fight. Garner was almost on the verge of tears after all the drama. She added, "You're a complete liar, but this scares me. I'm nervous as hell." Keep returning to TV season and spoilers for more tea on Shekinah's explosive fight with co-stars. 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 9, every couple's status right now. Season 9 of 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Is deep into its run with 8 franchise couples navigating married life in the US, overlapping storylines, and plenty of friction. New moments aired on October 12, 2025, Sunday, and continued to circulate on October 13, 2025, giving fresh clarity on who's still together, who split, and who is stepping into an entirely new chapter. The series airs. This roundup compiles every on-screen development and status update referenced this week, including Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs' pregnancy news, a tense car ride confrontation between Darcy Silva and Georgie Rusev with Stacey Silva and Florian Sukic present, 2 confirmed splits, and 1 social media scare that turned out to be a false alarm. Brandon and Julia's Europe plan shocks the family. After Brandon's parents arrived with gifts, Brandon revealed they were planning to travel to Europe and had already made major life changes. He admitted, "I know this sounds risky." His parents pushed back, saying he should plan, do the right thing, and think logically, and added, "This scares me." They also told Julia, "Maybe you do need to go back to Russia." Darcy and Georgie's good years fight boils over. In a car ride with Stacey Silva and Florian Sukuj, Georgie complained about private issues being shared with family. "It's like turning your family against me because how is this going to help you?" Stacey pushed for more effort from Georgie. "I just feel like he needs more than just a half-assed version of a husband," while Darcy asserted her independence. "I'm 50 and fabulous." Every season 9 couple and status, complete breakdown. The couple confirmed on August 26 that Julia is pregnant with their first child. "Big news, we're expecting." They called it both exciting and a little surreal and thanked fans for the support. On screen this week, Brandon told his parents he had quit his job and that they planned to sell Julia's apartment while preparing to go to Europe, decisions that sparked immediate pushback. The pair traveled to Bulgaria for a family homecoming and renewed their vows in what felt like a second wedding. Back in the US, money friction resurfaced after Darcy asked for Georgie's share of the rent in a group text with her father. "Hi Georgie, can you please send your share of the rent money if possible? I would greatly appreciate it. I've been waiting patiently for a while. Thank you for understanding and everything. Love you." In the October 12 episode, Georgie said sharing private issues with family was not really helping our relationship, and told Stacey and Darcy, "Actually, I'm wasting my good years." As of episode 11, the spouses decided to separate and co-parent. Cara said, "I wanted it to be different. I think you're not my person," adding, "There's zero truth to his accusations after Guillermo alleged cheating." She also worried Guillermo might be projecting. Both ultimately said the relationship no longer felt safe. The longtime fan favorites teased a bumpy road with other couples this season, but their relationship remains solid. Looking ahead, they explained, "We're trying to plan our 3-year plan and figure out what we want to do and where we want to be kind of thing." After mending issues on 90 Day, The Last Resort, the couple appears steady. Season 9 shows them with their daughter, Mila, and their new dog, Mila, as Yara launches a business. During a Lake Placid trip with Loren, Alexei, Elizabeth, and Andre, Yara bristled when Jovi brought up ugly old photos during a game of Never Have I Ever. Following an open relationship turn on The Last Resort, Jasmine began seeing Matt while Gino connected with Natalie. In Season 9, Gino asked for a divorce. Soon after, Jasmine learned she was pregnant. She and Matt welcomed daughter Matilda. Gino accused Jasmine of marital fraud, demanded she repay him over $70,000, and threatened to have her deported. They debated moving from America to Moldova, and Andre made a major investment that lost $75,000 without Elizabeth's knowledge. Much of their stress this season has been with other couples, from Jovi and Alexei telling others Andre lost a lot of money to Elizabeth saying Loren felt body shamed by her husband. The returning pair documented the birth of their son, Zayn. Rumors of a split surged after Tiger Lily posted a torn wedding photo on September 27 with the caption, "2 years ago today, I stood here in this dress believing it was forever. Some forever end sooner than we dreamed." They later clarified the post reflected marital stress. They remained together. Conflict check and methodology. On October 13, 2025, a web page updated at 4:15 p.m. claimed that Darcy and Georgie ended their relationship this season and that 2 couples split. However, the October 12, 2025 episode depicts Darcy Silva and Georgie Rusev as a married couple, including a Bulgaria vow renewal storyline, while the same week recap of the car ride argument features Georgie saying, "Actually, I'm wasting my good years," and Stacey Silva calling him half-committed in spirit. Therefore, this status roundup prioritizes what aired on October 12 to 13 and the detailed couple-by-couple updates listed above. Bottom line, Season 9 continues to evolve in real time. As of October 13, 2025, Julia and Brandon are expecting, Cara and Guillermo and Jasmine and Gino are split, and the rest, Loren and Alexei, Yara and Jovi, Elizabeth and Andre, Tiger Lily and Adnan, Darcy and Georgie, remain together, though not without complications. 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Sneak peek, Darcy and a tearful Georgie argue over kids, exclusive. Darcy Silva and Georgie Rusev may be on different pages when it comes to their family goals after all. In Us Weekly's exclusive sneak peek of the Sunday, November 2nd, episode of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Darcy is under the impression that her husband never wanted to have kids. "You did say some things when we have talked about the kids situation that you didn't want that," she shares in the preview. "You said kids are too expensive and too much of a responsibility, but I can no longer have children." During a tense one-on-one conversation, Georgie clarifies that he never said, "I want kid right now." When his wife wonders about the timing of his point of view, the Bulgarian native gets emotional about not feeling seen and heard. "You keep bothering me," he says. "And I wanted to share with you because you're my best friend and my wife. It's hard for me because after that, being around my family." Before Georgie can finish his thought, Darcy chimes in with her own point of view. "I will support you as a husband, friend, whatever," she explains. "You deserve happiness, but so do I. I can't give you what you really, really want. You know deep down inside what you really want. You don't want to admit it. When your sister said these things to you, it hit a chord. It hit your heartstring." During a recent episode of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Georgie met with his sister Nicolina. During the friendly gathering, she expressed concerns that her brother may regret not having kids when he gets older. In Sunday's episode, Georgie makes it clear that he's trying to be open and honest. From his perspective, however, his partner makes it harder than it has to be. "I'm trying to be open. You want me to open and it's hard for me to open," he explains while holding back tears. "And then when I try to open, you don't let me open. I'm tired of this s." Georgie continues, "I just want to try to open, have a conversation with you to be vulnerable and open. You don't care about how I feel. That's what is bothering me. I'm hurting too and I'm trying to explain this to you. That's why I don't want to open to nobody, because nobody care about my feelings." Darcy and Georgie have struggled with their relationship in recent months. Although the couple has been married for nearly 2 years, they continue to butt heads over big issues, including finances. In a recent episode, Georgie claimed her husband would only pay his portion of the rent if her dad asked for it. "Whenever I include my dad in a text message, I feel like he pays it right away," Georgie shared. "He doesn't want to disappoint my dad, but he doesn't mind disappointing me.